everybody. How y'all feeling today? We in the building. I see the doubt. On the channel. Y'all listen. The good thing about this is that when you do extreme things, see, he went a little bit further than even my program that I asked everybody to do, and he got his results faster. Now, this guy has a ways to go, but from where he was at to where he is now, it's a big difference. Now, what I'm talking about for those who don't know is my regeneration program, okay, 2.0. And he got it when I first came out back in November, and Alan is actually on the line to pretty much tell y'all his experience. And I'm gonna just ask some questions. I actually didn't even prep him. We just, I had a conversation with him last week. We chopped it up on the phone, and I asked him if he wanted to tell people his experience. You're not going to see his face because people want privacy. But I want you to talk. I want you to hear his story, men and women, and all you doubters out there like to run y'all mouths, but y'all haven't even put the work in. Y'all rather go to the doctors and pop a Viagra pill or an extends pill, and you tell me I'm doing it. I'm full of shit because you don't want to put the work in. Okay, do what he did and see what happens. I mean, hey, it is what it is. I mean, my program is for real, and it's no joke. And I just wanted to share his story. I'm probably gonna be doing this more with people that have used my products and got great experiences, because I have thousands of reviews on my website. If you don't believe me, for my programs, for my supplements, for my soaps, for many things. But this is the first time I have somebody on talking about this experience today. All right. So I'll be looking at your comments as well for that, because this will benefit the women and the men, but more the men who I'm focused on, because we're not just talking about libido, erectile dysfunction. We're talking about heart health, because erectile dysfunction is normally the first sign of premature heart disease. It's a side effect, as a matter of fact. All right, so I'm gonna introduce everybody to Alan. All right, what's up, Alan?
What's good, Coach?
How you feeling, man?
I'm good, man. I'm good.
Let me turn it up a little bit. Hold on, real quick. Hold on. Get my web guy to hold up real quick. Let me do. I don't wanna. We gotta turn this up a little bit. All right. Okay. Perfect. All right. So just talk about when did you actually buy the program?
It was the end of November.
Okay, end of
Right
November.
when you first came out with it.
Okay. Now, how old are you?
38.
38. All right. Now let's talk about when you first got it, your experience, and where you came from, and why you actually got it in the first place.
That is, the last couple of years I've been noticing, some issues with my man coming up. I got a big appetite for sex. I always wanted, and it was just getting to the point where it was like, damn, what's wrong? And what did it was, I had this chick one night. She was on it, and it was like a halfway uphill. And what she asked me, she was like, what's wrong? Am I on blood pressure medicine or something? I was like, yo.
So she asked you if you was on blood pressure medication?
Yeah.
Damn.
I'm like, what?
Damn.
So that did it, man. It's, that just took the nerve from me.
So basically you was, okay, so for those who didn't hear him a little bit, okay, we turned it up a little bit. All right, so for those who didn't hear him, he said he was with a lady, and he was in the bed with her, and he couldn't get his mans up, and she asked him if he was on high blood pressure medication. That's wild. Now, if y'all don't know, one of the side effects from high blood pressure medication is erectile dysfunction, if y'all didn't know. So she asked him because he's dealing with erectile dysfunction, and his mans couldn't get up, and he said he had a big sexual appetite, but even though his brain was on it, his body wasn't agreeing with his brain. So how long have you been experiencing this before November?
About 2 years.
About 2 years. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, what was like some of the first signs where you realized something was going on?
Well, it started off where I couldn't depend on it. I wanted the sex, but I couldn't depend on my man. So I was like going to like the mini marts, getting the little red pills.
Yeah, I know about those pills.
Oh, they was giving me the headaches. But I actually went to the doctor.
Uh-huh.
I mean, he gave me Viagra just like it was candy.
That's what they do. Yep.
but they gave me headaches too.
Wow.
So I stopped all of that, and I did change my appetite.
Mm-hmm.
I made my diet.
Okay.
I did change that. But like in November when I got your program, I went 100 with it. And that killed me.
Wow. Wow. Okay, so let me ask you a question. What kind of food were you eating back then? Like, what was your diet looking like on a daily basis?
Man, chicken, pork chops. you know the Southern diet.
I got you. No, I know exactly what diet you're talking about. You know what I'm saying? Now, okay. So you said you've been experiencing it for 2 years, and let me ask you a question. Did it get better or did it get worse in the 2 years before you started the program?
No, it got worse.
It got worse. Okay.
Now, I'm talking about after the 2 years.
Yeah.
Now, when I started the program, it got better than when I was like 16.
Hold on. Let's do. Okay, so you're 38 years old, right? And you said you started my program, and you feel like you're 16 again.
Bro, I wasn't this bad when I was 16, man. I was like, when you're in the classroom and stuff, you can't stand up because your man is up.
It's like your body's waking up again. I know how you're feeling, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like you laying it wrong, man.
Hey, listen, and y'all know when we was in high school, middle school, and our hormones started to hit us, and we be in math class, and out of nowhere, like I wasn't even thinking about it, and boom, that's how it worked. You know, what happens is when you start to change your diet in a way where I instruct through my program, it's like your body's waking up again because you're giving your body what it's been needing for such a long time. Because the fact of the matter is, it doesn't matter how old you are, fellas, your man should always work at top-notch activity. But what happens is as we get older, as they give us foods that have these things that keep us sterile and give us erectile dysfunction, taking medication, eating bad food, and our testosterone drops after a certain age as well, just naturally, but we can keep it up by doing certain things, taking certain things. These things will start to happen to you. Let me ask you a question. Was the program hard?
No, I thought it was going to be hard, but it really wasn't. It was actually a life changer for me. I mean, I didn't think about going back.
Wow, okay.
I mean, if you commit to it, you got to commit to it.
You got to commit to it. Okay.
As long as you commit to it, I mean, it's all good.
Now, so you're 38 years old. You have a good job. You said you're good looking, and you have a successful. You pretty much don't have a problem with finding women.
No, I can get any woman.
You get any woman. Okay.
I mean, any woman that I want. I've never had a problem with that.
Got you. Okay. So you told me about this woman. Now you're 38 years old, so you 2 years on me. You told me about this woman that you dealt with. Now, with your last partner? Compare how it was when a woman told you that you were on blood pressure medication compared to the woman in her age that you dealt with recently. What happened there?
I'm gonna tell you something. She straight out tapped out. I mean, we was at it for like 3 hours.
You said what?
Yeah, we was at it for like 3 hours one night, straight up.
Better man than me. 3 hours. God damn.
Straight up. And she like a nympho, she tapped out on me. She had to go use I got a pee excuse, to get out of the bed. But I'm gonna tell you what did it though. What made me an animal was that beast mode juice you got.
You talking about that concoction I gave you. Oh, that's in the program.
Like a couple hours before she came over.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Better than them pills, ain't it?
Bro,
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, absolutely. See, fellas, there are certain concoctions that I actually put in the Regeneration 2.0, like pre-sex juicing drinks, where if you take this about 1 to 2 hours before your performance, it will actually be a performance. Like the woman was 22, he said. She was a nympho, and she made that excuse like she got to pee because she couldn't hang. And my man's almost 40 years old. So my man is, and my man said he was dealing with erectile dysfunction for 2 years. Now, let's talk about your diet a little bit. Now, you took it a step further. Now, this is what I always talk about in my program, but I always give guys an option. But now, what do you normally eat? Like, do you still eat meat or you eat dairy? Like, what is your diet looking like?
Nah, none of that. None of that. I'm all about the nutrition now. I eat a bunch of greens, some spring smoothies, and fruits and vegetables all day.
All day.
That's it.
And you asked me.
All day.
Ever since
November.
You said ever since when? November?
Yeah, ever since I got the program, I've been 100 with it.
Got you. Now you had asked me because you weren't sure, because here's the thing also, fellas. He asked me in the consultation, if y'all want to talk to me, fellas, please book a consultation. But he asked me that is he doing the right thing, because he feels like $1 million, but he's doubting it as far as the kind of food that he's eating now, because he said he went full raw vegan. So he went raw vegan. So he don't even cook. He just eats it like raw, and that's how his body woke up so fast. Now, a lot of y'all guys, when y'all get on my program or y'all don't want to do that, but let's talk about how much you want to revamp your body. But he said he wanted to know, is he doing the right thing? I said, listen, as long as you feel good, you're going to be good. I mean, when your body's normally deficient, you're going to know you're deficient. You're going to get tired. Your face is going to look saggy. You might get some black marks and swells in your face. You're going to know. But this man has seemed to his vessel woke back up on some next level in a very short period of time. Like, this is probably one of the best results, like besides the guy that actually went on my regeneration program, put his wife on the nutritional part, and they both got rid of their diabetes and high blood pressure in like under a year. So that's another case, and I should interview them too. But this is wild, because this guy blew my mind with just his sheer commitment. He just got tired of the way he was the way he was feeling. He got tired of not being able to perform, and the man is living right now. Any woman he's with, she can't hang with him because he's eating right. All right. Now, you went through and explored the program, right?
Yes.
Okay. Now, what did you like about the program?
I mean, it's all written. You got it all written out. I mean, what to eat, what to do. I think the exercises you got in there, I think that plays a big part in it.
Oh yeah.
After the 8th or 9th week, I was ready. I'm telling you, I was ready, man.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah, no, but you gotta stay consistent with them, though, right? Like, if you stay consistent, you gotta stay consistent.
It's kind of, you gotta, I just did it like if I come to a stoplight, I'm like, let me get me a set of 50 in right quick. You know what I'm saying? But it's something to those exercises. I mean, I would have never thought of that.
Yeah. We ain't going to tell you what kind of exercise. You got to get the program for that. All right. But when I started these exercises that I put in my program, I had already been using them after, while I was curing my erectile dysfunction. I had actually started to use these exercises because I thought when I was going through my erectile dysfunction, it was going to help me be better. Come to find out, when I changed my diet and started to cure myself of erectile dysfunction, after doing these exercises, it made me like Superman. Like, my woman was tapping out. Listen, you can turn that part of your body into literally something she buys off the shelf if you really follow these exercises. Y'all think I'm playing. I'm not playing. And I explain in this program why these exercises are what they are and why they are so effective. This man here is 2 years older than me, and he was dealing with erectile dysfunction too. And a lot of y'all don't even realize that you can also cure this as well. And I did say cure this as well with your diet. Definitely. Now, let me ask you a question. With your performance of your woman, have you experienced any decline since you literally got on this, or you just going up and up and up?
Really, it's like it's getting better and better and better.
Wow. And the biggest thing is just staying consistent, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotta stay consistent with it.
Yeah, man. Definitely. Anything you...
It's definitely the truth.
Definitely the truth. Now as far as the intermittent fasting, have you done? Because I didn't even ask you. Have you done that part of the program?
That is the one part I skipped over.
You skipped over that.
I skipped over it. I just did like 6 hours. I didn't do it that part consistently.
I guess because so I always ask guys to do intermittent fasting. He skipped over it and still got it off. Because
the reason I did that because that's why I had that consultation with you. I was scared I wasn't eating enough.
Yeah.
I felt good. You know what I'm saying? We cleared that all up.
Yeah.
But you know how we programmed that we got to eat 3 times a day and all this, so I'm pretty active all day, so I didn't want to, hurt myself.
Yeah, and I mean, basically, as I told you that, you literally, if you feel good, don't worry about how much you're eating. Just do what you got to do, and your body normally tell you when you're deficient in something or when you're not getting enough macronutrients. And you told me what you're eating, so you're getting your oils in, you're getting your veggies in. You bought my products, correct?
I bought everything you come out with.
Got you. Now, do you think that with those products they helped you out with your goals? I mean, with your body, the way it's performing right now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Most definitely.
Definitely. So.
Definitely the MACA.
You said definitely the MACA?
Definitely the MACA, man.
Everybody asking for that too, man. Like MACA is definitely a value item, and it's unlike any other. But I think that's one of their favorites that they love when it comes to this particular area. How much you got left?
Of what?
Of the MACA, yeah.
Oh, I ordered a couple bags. I got like 2 bags left.
Okay. See,
I ordered a bunch of them.
You ordered a bunch of them. See, and that's why he got them. Y'all people who didn't trust and you was all scared and you thought it was a scam. You know now you should have ordered more because we ain't know we real. We here and we get your stuff just as fast out as Amazon. I don't play them games, And like I told y'all, when I came out with my MACA first time, y'all wanted to order y'all one. And y'all fell in love with it, and when y'all come back, it was sold out. So when I come back and get the things for pre-orders, go get it. MACA, Mucuna, Black Seed. And even though with the regeneration program right now, I don't know how long this deal gonna last, but when you get it today, you get free Mucuna, and you get free Black Seed oil with that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm telling y'all, hey, it is what it is. He got all my products. My man is like Superman. I'm proud. I'm happy for him. I'm really happy for him because I know how he feels. And so many guys, embark on a journey that they talk a lot of trash about, saying, I want to fix myself. But when it comes down to actually putting the work in, we see we see where you are with it. So a lot of guys have gotten results, but a lot of guys have taken their time. If you're a guy who got the program and you thought it was a little bit too hard, listen, okay, if that's hard, you ain't going to be. I'm just going to let you know right now. It is what it is. So listen, I appreciate you joining in, Alan. I really do. I appreciate you giving your input. I really do. And I'm going to send you a care package just for that, man. Like, I really appreciate that.
Yeah, no doubt, man.
Because a lot of men don't like talking about this kind of issue. And the fact that you trusted in me to talk about it and ask me these questions and give me faith and have faith in me that I would have the tools to help you. I mean, listen, it speaks volumes, man. I appreciate it. I really do.
And all I can do is tell the fellas it's the truth for real. I never felt this good in my entire life. Seriously.
Definitely, man.
Health wise and everything, so yeah.
Absolutely, man. And keep on making them tap out 100%.
Yeah, I'm about to go to work tonight, man.
You about to go to work tonight? Man, that's what I'm talking about, man. Get that money, and keep on being healthy and take it one day at a time, all right?
All right.
All right, man. You have a good night, all right? I'll talk to you.
Peace out.
All right. Hold on, y'all. Let me hold on, cause I wanna see what y'all talking about. All right, let's get it. For that, man. Hold on, let me turn this down, cause my other computer died. All right, here we go. Okay. All right. So check this, y'all, fellas, ladies. When it comes to erectile dysfunction, if you are going through it or feeling a little something like it is now, erectile dysfunction is not when it stops working all the way. That is the extreme case. The other case is when it it gets harder and harder to maintain that erection that you had when you were in your early 20s. And if you're eating bad food and you're out there eating wings and you're out there drinking beer and you're out there drinking alcohol and you're out there smoking weed and you don't know where it came from and doing drugs and all stressed out, it's all playing a part in all that stuff. And I'm here to help you. I'm here to give you the information that you may need in order to get you out of that. That was just one person. That's the first of many. I'm going to reach out to actually all my previous clients for all my different products, and I'm going to see if they want to also share their stories, from the Harataki to the Mucuna to the MACA to the Cold and Cleanse to the Regeneration Program, well, to the Transcendence Program, to the Detox Program, to Moringa, to bentonite clay, to Moringa extract, to Moringa powder, to the liquid soaps, to the lotions, to the deodorants, to the essential. Listen, I got so many products that are here to help you. It's no joke at the end of the day. And if you're somebody who actually, has had great results on it, because we got thousands of reviews, so I know we got thousands of people out there, I want you to see if you want to share your story, because here's the thing. The way I was able to help people is by being transparent and sharing my story. And you don't have to even give your real name. You can just give your real story, so you can kind of protect your identity, because I know some people are really sensitive about, giving the information out and still talking about it, even if they overcome it. But if they do it in secret and just tell the people, you will know how good this stuff really is. And sharing, the knowledge of wealth. If you can't share knowledge of wealth with your family, you really want to tell somebody, well, come on to my platform and let me interview you. You know what I mean? And if you want me to show your face, we can do a split screen, and I can definitely interview you there, and you can really give your story. One of my other products that have a lot of reviews is Harataki. We actually running a big deal on that right now, so go ahead and check it out. My web guy's setting it up tonight, but it's a big deal going on with Harataki, like buy two, get one free, buy one, get one half off, all that stuff, And we do these deals for you because I really want you to get healthy. Like, I know how important it is to get healthy, because a lot of y'all may see this world around you, and that's all it is. But once you get healthy, the world becomes so much bigger, and your possibilities become endless. Like, you start to see yourself in different light just by looking at yourself in the mirror, looking at the transformation. One day you walked in the mirror and you was fat and your penis didn't work, or one day you look in the mirror and you're fat and your breasts are saggy and you just got a saggy booty, females, and and then another day you look in yourself and you're fitting in different clothes, and you out there looking all good, like you on a red carpet, and it does something for your mental confidence in yourself. Like, fellas, you know how good it is to put on a suit where your stomach not hanging out? You know how good it is to put on stuff that's a tank top in the summertime, and you're not afraid to have your rolls hanging out of your arms and have that jiggle? Do you know what that does to somebody's confidence? That does a lot for you. And when you become confident in yourself, a lot of y'all are so unhealthy, you have low self-esteem. And when people have low self-esteem, they tend to settle in life for what they actually feel they deserve, because they don't feel like they deserve anything, because you have beat yourself up physically and mentally so long. But by looking at yourself in the mirror as somebody in your lower self, you don't see yourself in greater lights and in greater arenas and in greater areas, because your self-esteem is so low. So I can understand why you are in that cubicle that you're not happy at. I can understand why you're in that job that you're not comfortable with. I can understand why you're with that person that you feel like you can do better, but you just like, nobody out there will accept me. This person loves me and will take me as I am. But if you become something else, you'll start to see that you have greater purpose in your life, people. I'm just letting y'all know at the end of the day, when it comes down to it, people, you really have to start any journey in your life with your diet. It's the way you think, and the body is the conduit to the way you think. If you're drinking soda, eating sugar, smoking weed that you don't know where the source is, if you're drinking alcohol, if you're watching low vibrational stuff, you can't possibly think about something greater than what your current situation is, because what you're constantly putting into your head and your body cannot make you think outside the box. It's no way, shape, or form. I'm telling you, if you ain't happy with your life, get your body right. Watch how fast you become happy. Watch how fast you start to challenge yourself. Get your body right. Get your diet right, because food communicates with you. All right? Food communicates with you. That's why it's here. Once you put that live food in your body, it sends electrical signals and energy and a force field throughout your body, where it raises the vibration of your vessel, of your spirit, and your pineal gland will start to get calcified, and you will start to challenge yourself more, because you're like, yo, why am I driving in this messy ass car? Well, I need to clean something. Like, you'll literally look at your house, and if it's messy, you'll be like, yo, you'll start to feel uncomfortable. Once upon a time, you didn't even notice it was that messy, like that. But you'll realize the more you eat healthy, the more you start to take them blinders off of you. The more you start to challenge yourself and like, yo, you won't accept mediocrity. An unclean house, an unclean car is being mediocre. You're accepting dirt. You're accepting filth. So no wonder you don't have what you want, because you're accepting filth in your life. Just like accepting filth in your body, you're accepting filth in your car, you're accepting filth in your job, and your paycheck is filthy. And you can change all those things with taking the pollution out of your body. I ain't just talking here. I've been there. I talk with the filthy house and the filthy car and the filthy body and the filthy mind, because I had all that. I speak from experience. I'm not one of these guys that just jumped on the scene and I was like perfect when I jumped on the scene. Yo, when you track me, I jumped on the scene, bruh. Listen, the first video most of y'all saw me. I was living in my sister's, my wife's sister's house, in a little room. My sons were living in damn near a closet for a room, and I was digging my head in the dirt, and I was trying to change my life, and I put it up online so y'all could see me was where I was at to where I'm going, to where I'm at and to where I'm going. It's about changing your diet. And yes, when I first went vegan, I lost mad weight. If you look at my first oregano video when I was talking to my wife, my neck was skinny, my shoulders was gone. I lost like maybe 20 pounds. And for me, an ectomorph to go from 180 to 160 is detrimental. And I ain't no bodybuilder. I ain't one of these dudes online that's, like trying to be all big, big and body. Like, that's not me. I'm just somebody who's fit and healthy, and I ain't trying to be on no goddamn magazine. I'm trying to live. And I'm trying to do these things that I want to do. I don't got to be on a magazine. Yo, coach, but you ain't big like that. So the fuck what? So what? I feel great. I look good. I can see my stomach and I can see my dick. Can you? Does it work if you can see it? I don't know. Will it work? Keep on eating what you eat. Keep on drinking what you're drinking. Keep on trying to fit in what you're trying to fit in. And we're going to see where you at in 20 years. We're going to see where you at in 20 years. Because I know where I was going. I was pre-diabetic. I had high blood pressure. I had erectile dysfunction, probably premature heart disease, because it's a precursor. 2 herniations in my back. Knee problems. And a various amount of other life problems that and I was also on welfare as well. Yep. So I don't want to hear nothing from nobody, because I pull out the fucking hole that I put myself into. And just like you're digging that hole, you can put the dirt back in it and you're not in it, and keep it moving. Turn that hole and put a ladder on top of it and start climbing. Alright? Alright. Let's keep it a buck. You know what I'm saying? I'm just keeping it real, you know what I mean? Yes, and be careful of that low vibrational music too. That low vibrational music is here to bypass your frontal lobe and go right into your subconscious mind. Your brain has a natural defense system, but Hertz bypasses that natural defense system and goes right into your subconscious. And your subconscious controls 95% of what you do and who you are. Well, don't believe me? Alright. Keep on listening to that music and bobbing your head to that shit you can't even understand. And we're going to see where you at. We're going to see where you at. Ah, man. I'm just keeping it real with y'all. I'm just keeping it real. At the end of the day, I love all y'all. Y'all may think I come off harsh. You may think I hurt your feelings or whatever. But I'm here. I tell you the truth because nobody else does. You go on TV and you get a bunch of lies. You go to your family and friends and they tell you look good when they know good goddamn well you don't. You gain 20 pounds and your freaking rolls are falling out of your dress, or your stomach is poking out of your jeans, and you got it, and you can't even film no more. But they tell you still look good. They know you don't look good, but they don't want to hurt your feelings. Well, I'm here to hurt your feelings so you can get better. I'm here to tell you you got to change so you can get better. I'm not here to make you feel comfortable. I'm here to make you feel uncomfortable so you can grow, because your discomfort is where you grow. Your comfortability is where you stay. If I make you feel uncomfortable and I make you change the way you think and look at yourself to understand that you can be better, you will grow. But if I help you understand, if I'm like your family and friends and I don't tell you when something's on your lip, and I don't tell you when you're getting fatter, or I don't, if you ask me if you're pretty or you look good or your makeup good, and I say yes, knowing good goddamn well it don't, then I'm not helping you. I'm the problem. And I refuse to be the problem. That's why people like me is hard to be around. Because I'm too real. I tell you exactly what's on my mind. I'm tactful. I don't try to hurt people that I know feelings, but I'm just real with them. And if I can't be real with you, I can't be around you. That's just how I feel. Like if we can't be real together, then why are we talking? Because you live in the la-la land and I live in the real world. You know what I'm saying? So if you want people out there that you got people around you can't be real with, it's time to let them go. It's time to keep it moving. And if you want somebody to be real with you, come on my channel. I'll be real with you. Have a conversation and tell me what's going on. I'll be real with you. I'm like, listen, you full of shit. I love you, but you full of shit right now. You making excuses. I understand this happened, but everything is your fault. Because here's the thing, y'all. All this blaming everybody, all this blaming your parents is something I did a long time ago. I blame my parents for a lot of things in my life. Well, I didn't get this kind of teaching. Well, they neglected me. Well. Listen, they did the best they could. And if your parents didn't do the best they could, cool, that time is over. You are here now. If you got cheated on, cool, it was your fault. If you lost your job, cool, it was your fault. Everything is your fault. There's something you could have done to change it because somebody else did. And they didn't believe the excuses that you're talking about. They didn't believe them at all. They didn't believe them. So why are you believing them? Because here's the thing. If somebody did you dirty, if your parents didn't raise you right, instead of pointing the finger at them, you have to realize that you are an adult now. You are no longer a kid, so you can take care of yourself. You can change everything that you feel like your parents messed up inside of your brain. You can be better than them. You can show your kids something your parents didn't show you. But as long as you stay in the past and blame people who you feel hurt you and don't take the accountability, you won't get past it. You'll always blame them, which takes accountability off of you, and that makes you feel comfortable. But you know what makes you feel uncomfortable? Having that dark night of the soul. That makes you feel uncomfortable, like, oof. Listen, when I had the dark night of the soul, I literally went through a depression for a month. Because I had to look at myself. It's like a self-judgment. You got to look at yourself, right? In the mirror and realize and evaluate every situation where you feel somebody did you dirty. And normally it will come back to something you did where you could have prevented that situation, right? Okay, let me use one. I was in a group. Well, I was actually a part of a team that I was a leader of. And this team, at the time, I felt did me dirty. But I wasn't the greatest leader I could be. So, for a long time, I was angry at these people who was part of my team that I felt did me dirty. But if I was a better leader, I don't feel like they would have done me dirty. But I wasn't a great leader. So because I wasn't a great leader, they felt like they could do me dirty. And they did, because of the example that I was setting. I wasn't setting a good example. Yes, I was training people. Yes, I was doing my thing. But I wasn't setting a great example on other things and aspects. Which is why I don't train women no more. You catch my drift? You know what I'm talking about. A trainer training all women. You know that she got me caught up. And my team looked at me and they was like, you little reckless. You reckless. You too weak for these women. And to be a leader, a leader is supposed to exude strength in those kind of areas, especially if you was in my field. And I'm speaking about this for the first time. Because I can live being transparent. I can live being real with you because I understand that person I once was is now dead. But you can only speak this type of things and get real with people if you have killed the person that you once were. So when I speak about the past person I was, I'm only speaking about him because he is literally a separation of who I am right now. And I'm living in my higher self. My lower self did a lot of things I'm not proud of. That was one of them. And if I was the person who left and created their own thing off of what I was doing, because of what I was doing, I would have done the same exact thing. And when I looked at that, having the dark night of soul, that's when I took true accountability and I could get over it because I had to forgive myself for what I had caused. Because you got to realize that everything that happens in your life is your fault. Like, for real, it's your fault. I'm just keeping it real with y'all. Like, I really am keeping it real. Like, this shit, I didn't even know I was going to say. It just comes out of me when I talk it. And I wanted to give y'all an example from my life, because if you with somebody and you feel like that person is doing you dirty, that person is cheating on you, or that person just doesn't treat you good, and you're sitting here complaining, you're in that situation. So you can get out of it if you want to. I mean, I don't know if unless you're being held hostage, but if you're being held hostage, you wouldn't be able to come home. You'd be staying in the house. So technically, you're just accepting mediocrity because you're afraid to step out of your comfort zone. And your comfort zone normally means you might struggle a little bit, you might sacrifice a little bit, you might lose some things, but you will get past it sooner or later because time doesn't matter. It's only a matter of time, people. It's only a matter of time at the end of the day. So I'm glad that I was on the phone with Alan and he shared his story with y'all. You know, at the end of the day, you know, there's many men like him that have been on my program and gotten tremendous results. I just never asked to interview any of these guys. I never even asked before picture, but I feel like these guys, just like me, need to share their story just so y'all can understand who is out there doubting and says it's fake and everything. You don't understand the power of actual nutrition. You may understand the power of, or the power you put into the other industry, but you don't understand the power of actual, to doubt somebody who changed his diet is like saying God sucks. Do you realize that, right? Let's think about what you actually said, some of you guys out there, to say it's bullshit or say you doubt it. You say, so you're really telling me who your real God is. Because when you say somebody can just change their diet and take supplements that come from foods, extracted the benefits that come from foods, and change the sickness inside their body in a short period of time, you're telling me that the one who created you, all of your fingers in a particular spot, your voice in a particular, like, you ever look at a human body and how brilliant it's designed? You couldn't have thought about that. You couldn't have thought about the way the world's designed and how it works. What created everything? Do you think what created everything didn't create something that can work in your body that fast? To say that's full of shit is to say the other side is God. So you're actually glorifying the other side as God when you say the power of nutrition is bullshit. I'm just keeping it real with y'all. That's what you're saying. So it is what it is. Oh, you want the website? The website's right there. Right there. That's where the website is. It's been there the whole time. Everybody asked for the website. It's right there. I'm sorry. I just happened to look. You know what I'm saying? I just happened to look at the end of the day. You know what I mean? I mean, listen. And somebody said it's 70-something people in the room and they fall out the room. Listen. Everybody is not geared to hear this stuff. Everybody cannot hear the truth. It hurts people's feelings. And I expect people to drop out the room because when I have conversations with people and I tell truth, they drop out the conversation. And that's just one person that I know and love. So I can understand how people I don't know drop out the room because everybody's not prepared to grow yet. It's not your time yet. And who likes the fucking alarm clock? All you do is hit the snooze button. And when you backspace out of this live chat, all you're doing is hitting the snooze button. But you heard me, and one day you'll remember, because I'm talking to your subconscious, not this conscious, person that got you here. Not that bastard. I'm talking about the higher self that's waiting to break out of you, not this lower self piece of garbage that's been ruling your life and telling you this is all you could do, and telling you or let somebody respect you and let it happen to be a pushover. The pushover is a lower self. The one who doesn't let nobody push them over is the higher self. It's time to bring your higher self out. So, I don't care what age you are. You're not dead yet, Willie. You're not dead. So, you got to try it. And listen, people are like, well, will it work? You got to try it. Like, I know you have spent more money on something that didn't do nothing for your life. You won't even attempt it? Like the mindset of some people is baffling what you put value into. You'll buy a new pair of Jordans. You'll buy some new tires. You'll go get gas in your car to go to the store and buy something that you can't use, that brings no value to your life, but you won't put a certain amount of money into yourself to make yourself better so you can live here longer and do those things that you are taking for granted that you do. I'm not trying to convince you to do anything. Like, I just want you to see what you actually put value on. Because I used to think like that too. I'd be like, oh man, program for health, oh man. But then I won't even think about buying a new pair of sneakers for $150. It's crazy. Like, when I used to own my Kirby franchise back in the day, I used to, like, every time I had to buy a new vacuum to, bring back in the company, I used to buy something else. I was like, oh, well, the vacuum costs $575. I would flip it for $2,300. It's Kirby vacuums. $2,300, and I would make money off of it. But I would rather go put some tints on my car or put some rims on my vehicle instead of investing in my business. Now I learn from my mistakes, and I'm like, yo, I invest in my business first, and what I have left over, then I play with. But my business comes first. Your body is not an expense. It's an investment. Just like your business, just like anything else you put money into. That's an asset, not a liability. Sneakers are a liability unless they're making you money. Anything that's not making you money and making your life better is the liability. All right? This computer, this cell phone is an asset. This computer, everything I use has to be an asset. Because in my previous life, I surrounded myself with so many liabilities. Bad food is a liability. Alcohol, like I'll have a glass of wine from here. I'm talking about liquor. Alcohol, I did a video on wine. Wine a certain amount of day is great for also an erection as well. I did a video on that a long time ago. But liquor, beer, smoke, like cigarettes, all contribute to erectile dysfunction. All contribute to things that ain't serving you. And you spend, what is $11 something? I was in Wawa the other day and I saw somebody spend like $11 something on a pack of cigarettes. They got like 4 packs of cigarettes. I'm like, that's like almost $35 right there. Damn, I was like, wow. And they don't even serve you. It's crazy. It's crazy. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. You should see the 80-year-old lady who will start working out when she's 60. I know who that. I know that's Miss Ernestine. I think her name is Ernestine. I think I know who you're talking about. She looks phenomenal. People, and I seen this other lady that she's still married to her husband. They're in their 80s, and she has a garden in the back, and all she eats is the food from her garden. But her husband, he still eats a bunch of processed garbage, a bunch of meat, and she looks phenomenal. She looks like she's 50 something, and he looks like he's 80. And she's like, well, I told him, but it's kind of late. Like, he's like, it's kind of late now. I can't do it now. I'm already done. And she's like, well, I told you, honey. I'm going to go ahead and get these carrots. And while he over there the couch, sitting back, slumped. You know what I'm saying? He's sitting back, slumped. Oh, and if y'all wonder what my shirt says, it says, because I see fake on there, Fake Paradise. And if you look in the background what is Fake Paradise, it's actually a city, the concrete jungle. That's Fake Paradise. The real paradise is the actual jungle. Fake paradise is what they have programmed you to think It really is. So when you see fake paradise. All right? Earth is real paradise. You know what I mean? All right. So I feel like I got my message across today. I'm glad you joined in. If anybody wants to be interviewed that have used my products that has some great results, especially the Herataki ones that has some like mind-boggling, open up the mind gifts and these things, email me and you're literally, you know, hey, this is what it is. We got some great deals going on. Get the regeneration program. Get the Herataki. I'm just going to scroll through some of y'all questions real quick because I haven't even looked down too much. I just went in my zone. Hold on. Let me see. Somebody said, tell all 70 people, tell all 74 people in this room before you are changing them as they're falling out. Do you ever change your ways just better than them? You know what I'm saying? Like I'm looking at this stuff. Like, it's like some people will get it, and most people won't. But you got to realize the ones who get it are in the chosen few. You got to realize, like somebody once told me, that if everybody's doing it, then something's wrong with it. So you have to find the groups of the minorities, because those are the groups in this time that are winning. Everybody is not going to get it. Only the chosen few. Even in religion, they said 144,000 will be chosen. Compared to the people that's in this world, 144,000 is not a lot of people. So you got to realize this message is very, very, very special to only a few. All right. So let me get up out of here. Who was telling me to answer the question? I'm not. Listen, you ain't gonna put me in a corner and answer the question. I love myself, and you can't fuck with my higher self. You can't bang with that. You want a question? You can email me. Since you want to demand, you can email me. How about that? I demand you go through the chain of command and you email me. If you don't want to email me, then you don't want no answer well enough. All with all due respect, brother. I'm sure you wasn't trying to be ignorant with it. You know what I'm saying? So there it is. So, and you definitely asked this question a lot too. Sorry, my bad. But listen, I'm definitely gonna get at y'all. Does the regeneration program come with a colon cleanse? No, it doesn't. It doesn't come with the colon cleanse, but it comes with a few other gifts if you get it now until that deal ends. You can buy the colon cleanse separately, but I always ask you that if you decide to do the regeneration program, you should do the colon cleanse too, because what you have inside of your body from years and years and years is accumulated, which causes mucoid plaque, leaky gut, malabsorption, all kinds of bile and garbage in there that's been sitting in there for years, especially if you eat a lot of meat. So you got to cleanse that out, and it comes with a regimen, 20 recipes that you will follow. And if you look on my website and see the reviews of my colon cleanse, you know I ain't talking trash. But at this point, you already know I'm not talking trash. I'm only here to help. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, definitely. So how can I get rid of sunburn spots on my bald head? Try patchouli oil, and try to wash your head with I got soaps for that, you know. But I don't know what kind of chemicals you use on your head, but you got sunspots and all that. You might want to email me. We might want to find a solution together for that one. That's like a first. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. What else we got? We're a minority. Can't you do this? Yeah, I mean, listen, real rap. Wisdom. I like that. You know what I mean? We're a minority. Can't you see the authority that they put over you because if they're not? Yeah, I mean, listen. Think about it like this, y'all. If you were a government, if you were a group of people, and you wanted to rule the world, like Pinky and the Brain, like, what are we doing today, Pinky? We're gonna take over the world. Like, that's real, right? And if you want to rule the world, you can't have everybody thinking that they can do it on their own, because then they won't need you, and you can't capitalize off them. So of course you can't sit here and, you know, tell them the real truth, because there's things they know that we literally aren't supposed to know. Because we're in the age of information, we're coming into a lot of information. They can't really hide from us, so they just put it out there. And whoever gets it, gets it. Because they understand the ones who actually are influenced by their, their ways, they're going to get the majority anyway. So they're going to end up winning that side. But the small amount, we're going to wind up winning on our side as well. And we'll wind up being the ones who reset society when it comes down to it. I'm ready. We're already in it. We're already in it right now. Like right now, as we're waking up, it's not a coincidence that we're all waking up at around the same time. Something's shifting, something's happening, and we're right now in the age of Aquarius, where people are unlocking their gifts, and you're here because you're probably going to unlock a gift, or you have something that's inside of you that's going to contribute to the next time in humanity. Just so y'all know. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's not a coincidence that so many are becoming, I don't want to use the word conscious, but aware, because so many bad things have attached to that word conscious. So let's say aware. You know what I mean? I'll still say consciousness in my motto, but like just you're aware of what's going on around you. And when you're aware, it's like the Matrix when you wake up with that tube in the back of your head and you're like woken up with all that stuff all over you, and you look at the partners, you look at them, and they all still sleep. Like, you really don't see this? Like, y'all really don't see this? Am this just me? And then you'll start questioning your own sanity because you feel like you're crazy. Like, am I crazy? Or am I just too extreme? Or am I too militant? But it's really no. It's just that nobody else is, and they're all dialed down. And when you become that person that you see everything as it truly is, it will annoy the shit out of you. Oh my God. Like, I literally had trouble even coaching my son's basketball team because I realized the craziness that's going on and how they're trying to keep these kids soft and not trying to make nobody better. Like I literally go crazy. I'm like, yo, I can't. Like, this is crazy. Like, they're really trying to make these kids super soft and docile. Like, it's wild, and nobody sees it. I'm like, am I the only one that sees this? Like, is this not making none of y'all upset? Like, it's not even basketball. They're changing the rules in the middle of the game. Like, no fast break. Like, that's crazy. Like, kids can't even get better. I'm screaming at the refs and the coach like, yo, this doesn't make the kids better. This makes them worse. Like, it's crazy. Like they're just trying to, like, and they all of them get trophies. For what? Like, is this the world we growing up in? My son is the best on the damn team. Like, he's tougher, he's stronger, he's a boy. That's all boys should be. But not these days. These little kids is soft. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. It's crazy. It's wild, man. It's wild. It's wild, yo. Somebody said I binge watch all your videos, and you seem like another person now. I am. I change all the time, y'all. You know what I'm saying? To stay the same person forever that's something wrong with that. You gotta change. You gotta evolve, and you gotta contradict yourself. Once upon a time, you may be somebody who was a Catholic. Now you're a Muslim. Once upon a time, you may have been a Baptist. Now you're spiritual. I mean, you contradict yourself in life with growth. It is what it is. It is what it is, y'all. At the end of the day, I mean, seriously. Did MACA come with the regeneration program on yesterday? It comes with it today. Whoever gets the regeneration program will get a free bag of MACA when it comes out. So you don't have to worry about pre-ordering it. When it comes back out, you'll literally get a bag of MACA. I have all y'all names. I can track everybody now. I got my whole system set up. As you see, my guys on my stuff setting it up right now. It's clutch. I'm surrounding myself with a good team. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. I'll probably be start to come around y'all towns very shortly. Your radio stations, these things, we about to start getting out there now. You know what I'm saying? So definitely. Somebody said, did you say no fast break in the game? I said no fast break in the game. They took the fast break rule away. Every time the kid steals the ball, like my son plays good defense, every time he steals the ball, they stop the play and they reset the play. What is that? You can't play defense in this league until they pass half court. And when they pass half court, they have to stay behind the 3-point line. What is that? Like, I literally, like the program guy tried to talk to me. He had to pull me aside in the room and said, he told me like you gotta tone it down a little bit. I'm like, what? He tried to pull me aside like it was a job. I said, bro, I don't work for you. I'm volunteering as a coach. I don't work for you. I don't have to do this. I'm doing this for the kids. I ain't doing this for y'all. They think they like everybody's just subordinate because everybody kiss their butt. Like, you got the wrong one. I said I work for myself. I don't got a boss. You ain't my boss. So if you think that you can rule me around, it ain't gonna happen. I'll just leave. I'll just take my son to another league. I'm just trying to help because it's around the corner. But it's crazy, man. Like, and I see all these things and nobody else sees a problem with it. And I'm like, yo, like, let me get out of this league because I need something that's like that up here because y'all not. It's crazy, man. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Siobhan always talks about the Great Awakening. You listen. How long will it take to come to the UK? I mean, it varies. We ship it really fast. After that, you can track it. You know what I mean? Seriously. Wish we could get you in Canton, Ohio. It may happen. Set it up. Get some people. I'll come out there. I'll speak. I can't wait to get on stage. I'm just waiting for my opportunity. That's still in my visions. I just wait. Time doesn't matter. It's only a matter of time. I just wait at the end of the day. You know what I mean? I just wait. So when it happens, it happens. So this was a fun time tonight. I really enjoyed talking to y'all. I really enjoyed sitting back and getting this man's testimony. If anybody has any questions, I'll be answering some questions. If not, we'll get up out of here. But I really appreciate everybody tuning in, everybody sitting and just listening to me because it really means a lot. Because once upon a time, I was doing this and nobody was listening to me. I had like 1 or 2 views for like a year straight, but I kept it going. It didn't discourage me or nothing. Because when you really are doing something that you love, you'll do it for free. Whether it's talking to actually one person, like this one person at a time thing came from me helping one actual person at a time. Real rap. I literally did Facebook videos on a private page for over a year and barely got any traction. I was on YouTube for 3 months and really didn't get no traction. So I took a break for 3 months. I lost my business. I quit my, whatever you want to call it. I had no clients, so I had to survive. I got a job at Walmart, and learned everything I possibly could. Got a job at Amazon and was born in that small window of 4 months. Went through my spiritual awakening, very aggressive spiritual awakening. And I went through it and I came out a whole new person and everybody started to hear me because the higher self was born. The higher self is not filtered. The higher self does not care. The higher self is the higher self. And whatever purpose the higher self has, there is no apology for that purpose. You will be exactly who you are, unapologetically, and you will attract those like minds in your circle like you. Because when you try to make everybody else happy, you make nobody happy. So you might as well live in your purpose and make who you're meant to make happy. And that's it. Everybody's not going to like you. Everybody's not going to feel what you're saying. But they ain't supposed to. Because you have to look at your purpose as an exclusive purpose. And it's not for everybody at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? Do you replenish your soil where you source your food? Yes. My son is in the summer league for the YMCA. He was little. He's 16 now. I hated it. Yo, for real. You got your colon cleanse going to work. That's what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? We'll see you in the Breakfast Club. Maybe one day. That's a big platform. Maybe one day. I remember when you was doing videos in the car. Hey, listen, I still do videos in the car from time to time. If I'm in the car and I feel it, I'll do a video. But when I remember when I was doing videos in the car all the time, because all I had was the car. Because I couldn't afford something to set the camera up. So I used to literally get the car thing, sit on the back of the porch and put it on the back of on a sliding glass door and do it like that. Was you there in that time? That's when I was doing it. You know what I'm saying? For real. Oh yeah, listen. At this point, you don't even gotta ask me if they're sourced from reliable sources because you got to realize when it comes to supplements, right? You can take this supplement from Peru and you can grow it in China and it won't come out the same. So you can take the seeds of maca from Peru, the root, right? And you can take them all whole and you can plant them in China and you can sell them. But that's not how it works because they're meant to grow in a certain soil. So if you look at my website and the people who are asking about my maca, right? I'm just going to use that one in general because that's the one out of stock and everybody's asking for it. They're asking me, where's maca? Now, why won't they go buy somebody else's maca? What is so different about my maca that they want mine? Because it's the realest maca in the USA. Because I made sure it was done the right way. Comes from the mountains, right? 14,000 feet above sea level. Freeze dry process, raw, gelatinized. All three roots, purple, yellow, black, 6-to-1 ratio. It tastes like a little bit of look. It tastes like a butterscotchy, cacao-ish taste, and no other maca tastes like that. They're all bitter because when they burn them and they gelatinize them, they burn all the nutrients out. So you ask me if my stuff is sourced from the right spots, and I say I went to Turkey to find out for one of them. So don't play with me like that. You know what I mean? Maximum absorption. Seriously. You know what I mean? We get all three supplements when we order Regeneration 2.0. For now you do. Yeah, for now. Yeah. You don't get maca until it comes out. But we send Mucuna and we send black seed oil right away. So yes, you get those two right away. We put you on the list for maca, and when maca comes out, be sure that you're the first on the list to get it out to you. And we ship hella fast. You know, so there it is. I go on many websites and I look for stuff that are like, you know, smaller businesses, and they take like 7 to 10 business days, sometimes a whole month and all that, and I'm not beef for that because I used to work at Amazon, so I know how they ship. It's funny because when I worked at Walmart and I worked at Amazon, it was set me up for this moment now. Those were the two jobs I had when I was going through my spiritual awakening. So I learned how to track inventory, I learned how to ship things, and then I went to Amazon, the top shipper in the world, and I learned how to do that process, and then I did my own thing. Everything is for a reason, y'all. So when y'all in a situation you think that you're not learning nothing from, you take everything from what you're doing because it's probably setting you up for your next journey in your life. Remember that. Remember that. Man, I'm thirsty. Thirsty. You know, obviously you're going to say yes. However, how far do you go to ensure good exhaustion? I went to Turkey. I killed 2 birds with 1 stone. I went to Turkey in September. I've never been to Turkey in my life, and I went by myself. And there's no black people in Turkey. So you ask me how far I will go across the world. Have you ever seen anybody that do that? I mean, people talk about the products, they back them, but do they actually go to the source? I don't think so. You know what I'm saying? I just got the program. Let's see what it's hitting for. Let's see what you hitting for, Joseph. Let's see what you hitting for. Because the program works. It works. But you got to work. So let's see what you hitting for. I know it works. Worked on me, worked on him, worked on many other guys. Let's see if you hit what you hitting for, bruh. You know what I'm saying? You know, I visited Peru. The natives told me about maca. They said that Incas use it too. Yeah, they did. They did, you know what I mean? Absolutely. You know what I mean? No, I don't get it from no Amazon. I worked at Amazon. I don't get it from Amazon. I used to work at Amazon when I was going through my trials and tribulations. But working for Amazon was for a reason. So I worked at Walmart, I worked at Amazon, but I don't get it from Amazon. I go straight to source. I don't play with that Amazon stuff. You know what I mean? I get things from Amazon. Like I got this from Amazon. I got my computer from Amazon. You know, I get a lot of things. I get a lot of things from Amazon. Amazon is good for what they do, but I'm talking about for the supplements. That you, Lana?
Yes, it's me.
Oh, I thought that was a dog playing with something.
No.
Okay, was she asleep? Okay, bet. Yeah. Yeah, but yeah, there it is. Okay. Yeah, it may change. Yeah, it's discounted right now, but it may change. You know what I'm saying? But damn, I really like this is good stuff. I like talking to people on here. I really like y'all don't realize that I really love this. This really makes me feel good to help people. Like this is why you being here trusting me is why I'm still here right now. I got work to do. I'm probably gonna be up to like 12, and I gotta wake up at like 5. Take my daughter home. But are they asleep? They're quiet. They're probably watching TV, watching a movie or something. Okay. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about, Joseph. And if you try them, leave a review, bro. Leave a review. The more reviews you leave, the better. They're for the business. To show that black-owned businesses can do the same thing white-owned businesses can do when we move. Because I learn from the ones who are doing better than we are. And I just copy them. At the end of the day, and I learned from Amazon, I learned from Walmart. I mean, it's funny, I work for the top 2, one of the top companies in the world, back to back. And now I do exactly what they do. Ain't that crazy? Everything's for a reason. So when you're going through trials and tribulation, you think this is like the pits, you better think about why you in this situation. Are you meant to be there? Are you meant to lose certain things so you can gain something? Some of y'all even afraid to take a step back. Sometimes you gotta take 2 steps back to take 20 forward. Sometimes you gotta do that, but you want it all right now. You impatient. We live in a microwave society where y'all just impatient. Y'all just want it right now. It don't work that way. You gotta step back and reevaluate your situation sometimes so you can build and so you can grow at the end of the day. You know what I mean? So